This is not a schematic diagram of charging system using the voltage regulator, what we call as automatic voltage regulator, but it is using a coil and contact points coil. It is the part of the alternator, the part of alternator, and the part of voltage regulator to control the volt. If the ignition switch is turned to on position, the current flow from this connection from negative to positive. The electrons flow from negative to positive, and the connection battery, ammeter, ignition switch, then fuse, charge indicator light, then here white block terminal, then flow to these points here to the ground. So electrons flow from the negative here, and since these two points, contact points, is open, then the electrons flow to this path to light up the charge. If you are going to start the engine, ignition switch, ignition switch start, the magnetic field creates through this coil because the rotor field here is running, then it creates magnetic field of this stator coil here due to the field coils of the rotor. Then this connection is connected to this coil. During the creation of magnetic field here, the contact points here, 3 contact points, assuming this one, it can create close contact to this portion, this area, close contact. So the electric current from this light bulbs, charge indicator light, will becomes to off because this is a positive. The positive here becomes close contact, and there is no contact here, open contact to this portion. There is no flow of electrons from this connection to the charge indicator light. So the electrons become, or the connection becomes to flow this area back to the positive terminal. So there is no flow of electrons, and then that is the cause of the light indicator to off, charge indicator light, then back to the positive. Then if the ignition switch is turned to start and run the engine, the connections here are positive, and it mixes and it flows to the field terminals, passes here. Then as when the ignition switch is turned to run position, this contact pin is open and it is closed here, open, close, and it flows to the field terminals, to the rotor of the alternator. Then it supplies current to the coils of the rotor, and since that the rotor rotates, then it creates magnetic field and mix this coil of the stator to have a magnetic field and creates current here, current, an easy current, and the current here moves to the cathode of the diodes. Cathode, we find cathode here, this cathode, the cross sign of the diode, cathode, then here and also here the electron flows to the cathode with diodes, then to the ground E terminal or ground of the alternator. Then since that the ground of the alternator is connected to the battery and the electron enters to the negative of the battery, right? Then it charges the battery and electrons go out to the positive of the battery. Here the movement of the electrons, and it finds a path to the cathode of the diode, cathode here, then back to the coil of the rotor. From the positive here there are 3 cathodes, 3 diodes, here also here, then back to the rotor or the stator coils, and that is back and forth here. So it charges the battery. Then if the voltage is strong enough, it creates strong magnetic field of the coil of the voltage regulator. So it creates magnetic field. Then this connection of the contact point will become open. It pulls or attract the contact to this blue point, and there is no connection, and there is now no connection of these 2 points to give current to the what we call as field terminals of the rotor of the alternator. Then the positive going to the earth terminal or ground. So to cut off the current from the battery to the rotor or field terminal, it should be cut off through having a open contact of this area of points due to the magnetic field created by this coil, and it contacts or close to the ground, and the cut of the current here makes the alternator to not overcharge, because overcharging can burn lights, bulbs, and other electrical accessories of the engine.